is emboldened, and now Holmes, because the way Butterbean's coming in, the way he has to come in, the crowd's encouraging him. Larry Holmes. Here comes Butterbean. He's wailing away now.
Butterbean has to regroup. He gambles and takes his one shot. He took 5, he landed 1.
Butterbean has been programmed by Murray Sutherland that whenever Larry Holmes throws a right hand, you have to throw your own, and it's been effective. Holmes complaining to the referee about something, maybe the backhanding.
Now for Butterbean, the question is, can he throw his right hand without waiting for Larry Holmes'?
Chris Willison, the referee, who has not had too much to do here really, except break a few clinches. And round 5, much like the previous round, Holmes on the outside landing from time to time. Now starting, there's a little swelling and some redness around the left eye of Butterbean, maybe even a cut, Dave.
And that's the jab of Larry Holmes at work.
He thought this would happen earlier, but in the 5th round it has happened.
And that does not bode well for Butterbean. It makes him have to gamble more.
Butterbean clubbing left hooks. There's a little swelling underneath the right eye of Larry Holmes. Here comes Butterbean. He's wailing away now.
There's that windmilling.
Holmes holds on.
Well, you know, we've seen nothing of Butterbean to the body as his eye starts to show the effects now as he's officially cut.
So here in round 5, cut over the eye of Butterbean. Butterbean has looked a little fatigued, did have his moments where he was able to at least throw some of those windmill-type power punches that have knocked out other people. And now look at Holmes like a laser beam. That jab is on that left eye. I mean, he's hitting it every time.
And the redness is a target.
And now they bang heads, and I'm going to tell you what, that's a danger for Holmes, because the way Butterbean's coming in, the way he has to come in, those heads are clashing. And I think Holmes was stunned a little bit by the clash of heads there. Seconds remaining here in round 5. But again, a good round for Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes looking for his corner. Got a little confused for a second there.
Given the efficiency of Larry Holmes' jab, that cut is in a bad spot.
You're standing out there waiting on me just chipping up. You know that's what he's going to do. Don't stand out there. Push him back.
Well, they were both leaning forwards. We saw some heads come together. Here's Butterbean coming in. There are the heads right there. On the cheek of Larry Holmes came Butterbean's head.
And you see him grimacing. So we head into round number 6. We are past the halfway point in this 10-rounder. Larry Holmes throws a right hand with some power behind it against Butterbean.
And no answer, as in other times when Butterbean had used that as a key to fire back his right hand.
This is our main event. 52-year-old former champion Larry Holmes in the white trunks. Butterbean in the stars and stripes, not complaining about Holmes kind of puffing him with the jab or leaving that hand out there.
Now he's starting to talk to Larry Holmes.
He wants Holmes to engage him, of course. It's not like Holmes is running, but he's not standing right in front of him. Good jab by Butterbean. Wow.
Nice different.
That might be one of his best punches of the fight. Holmes is kind of leaning in, and he got hit with that jab. Butterbean is chatting away in that ring.
He's trash talking now. He said, come on. Among other things.
Yeah. Perhaps more salty than his left hook lands by Butterbean. So
The eye a problem too for Butterbean.
Butterbean is emboldened, and now he's got Holmes in the corner. Lands it right to the body, but he steps right back. He knows there's danger there. sure. We are in the 6th round of this 10-rounder. It's a fight that has no knockdowns. A cut over the left eye of Butterbean, a slight abrasion under the right eye of Larry Holmes, a swelling. Big right hand by Holmes.
That was a sweet shot.
And Butterbean stays on the outside. And for all the talking in this round, it's been Butterbean, it's been Holmes doing the landing. The 52-year-old champion is zeroing in on that eye, and maybe zeroing in on Butterbean. The crowd's encouraging him. Bean comes forward, Holmes parries all those punches, and now he's back on the attack. You can feel Larry Holmes wants to land something really solid against Butterbean here.
You can sense it, how the jab is setting it up. He's already landed his right hand several times now. Good flush shots. The eye becoming a worse problem for Butterbean, getting dramatically worse.
In this round, it has become more swollen. There is more blood. You see a good shot of it there. Butterbean standing in the center of the ring, just kind of looking around, waiting for Holmes to get within range.
And Butterbean's corner will be tested between rounds.
You know what's interesting? Butterbean now starting to jab a little bit. That would have been a good idea earlier. So, round 6 comes to a conclusion. Larry Holmes heads back to his corner. That man, Butterbean, goes back to his corner where they're going to have to do some serious work on the cut.
Well, the Larry Holmes jab against an unprotected eye and the right hand, no match at all. He kept on going. He kept peppering that eye with the jab in that round, and it opened up substantially.
You come through, you take and get out. Get some of that water. You got to put the water on the mat, please.
We head into the 7th round. Butterbean is now way past the territory he's ever been in. He's never gone past 4. Larry Holmes went 10 rounds last in 1997 against Maurice Harris, in which he won a split decision that was very controversial. Butterbean, of course, only has fought 4 rounds. Right hand gets in by Larry Holmes, and he steps away.
And when he steps far away, it's a big assignment for Butterbean to close ground on.
Butterbean has not really been able to rush him effectively. A couple times he has rushed him, but it hasn't really worked out well. And Butterbean has not been able to do that very well in this fight.
It's an ironic twist. It's usually the younger fighter who makes the older fighter use his legs. In this case, Larry Holmes making Butterbean use his.
Yeah, exactly. Right hand gets in by Holmes after a jab by Butterbean. Now Butterbean is jabbing more, Dave. That's giving Holmes the chance to counter him with the right hand.
An effective weapon, you would think, for Butterbean, but Larry Holmes is very good on his timing. You've got a double jab if you want to take away the right hand counter.
The crowd chanting Larry Holmes' name for all of Butterbean's popularity, and he is a very popular figure. This crowd, I think, came in here with the idea of a certain attachment to Larry Holmes. Halfway through round number 7 in this, our main event.